In today's video, I am going to teach you how to create dynamic countdown in Klaviyo flows. This feature helps you show customers a countdown timer in your email, so the message feels timely and encouraging. You will be building this inside a Klaviyo flow by using an HTML block and a countdown timer snippet called mail timers. Follow along slowly, because the only goal is to get the right piece of code into the right place. To begin, open Klaviyo and go to Flows. From there, you want to open the specific flow you plan to edit. If you already know which flow you want, just click it to bring up the flow editor. Take a moment to confirm that you are looking at the correct flow, because changes you make here will affect the email that customers receive. Once the flow is open, locate the email message inside the flow. In the flow editor, you will typically see nodes representing steps. Click the email message node so it becomes selected, and you can edit its content. This is the area where you will add the countdown timer so it appears in the email output. After you have selected the email message, click Edit. This opens the email builder, where you can modify the email body and blocks. At this point, it is helpful to skim the email layout, so you know where you want the countdown to show up. The timer is usually placed near the top of the email, or close to the main call to action. Next, you will add an HTML block. Look in the email editor for the option to insert a new block. Then choose to add an HTML block. This step matters because Klaviyo will need a dedicated place where you can paste custom embed code for the countdown. Without an HTML block, the timer script may not display correctly. Now that the HTML block is added, you will create a countdown timer with mail timers. This means you will use the mail timers tool to generate the countdown timer embed code. Make sure you configure the countdown according to the information you want to display, and then proceed to obtain the embed code after the timer is created. Once Mail Timers generates the countdown timer, copy the embed code. Do this carefully and make sure you copy the full snippet exactly as provided. If anything is missing or accidentally altered, the countdown may not render. It is best to copy everything in one go so there are no gaps. After copying the embed code, go back to the Klaviyo email editor and paste it into the HTML block. Make sure the paste is inside the HTML block field, not outside it. When the code is placed correctly, Klaviyo will use it to display the countdown where that block sits in your email. Spend a moment verifying that the HTML block now contains the full embed code you copied. Finally, click Done to save your changes to the email message. This confirms the HTML block and the countdown code are included in the flow step. If your editor prompts you to confirm or review, take a moment to ensure everything looks right before you continue. With that completed, your flow now includes a dynamic countdown timer created through the Mail Timers embed code. You can then continue your normal process for reviewing and testing the flow to make sure the countdown appears as expected in the final email. That covers everything you need to know, and that is all there is to it.